Hello, and welcome to this collective and timeless reading. This is East Star Tarot, and today I'm going to be doing a reading to see. Do I want to receive whatever messages they have for us? Well, they're saying to do one relating to relationships, so we're gonna go with that. What advice or messages do we need to know about our current relationships? And this can be any relationships. Could be our family, friends, our community. It could be romantic as well. I guess it's just, relationship advice for, this collective. What do they need to hear? It'll come out as the right message for you. And today, it makes sense actually, because we've got today a little pink aventurine. I just got this and I really love this stone. It's beautiful. Well, it's a crystal, not a stone, but yeah, it's really good for healing emotional wounds. And it can ward off nightmares, evil eye, bad spirits. So it's very helpful if you have issues with that. You know how it can drain us unexpectedly. So very helpful stone. I'm really, really enjoying it. And I highly recommend sleeping with it. Yeah, I had some very good dreams with it. So yeah, and I think it's a good stone also for, because aventurine's like usually green, right? And it's a lot of times about bringing that adventurous side out of ourselves and like having an open heart. And the heart chakra is green, right? But there's also the higher heart chakra, which is pink. It's so funny. This sounds really jumpy. Maybe you're a bit jumpy. Are you a little jumpy when people try to touch you? Because that could be a message here about this. But, maybe you need some pink aventurine to help you be a little more open to receiving love and intimacy. I think that could be part of what this is. And, the bear wanted to come in today, so bear medicine could be significant in some way. Maybe the bear is trying to help you, be a guardian for you. I think of that movie, what's it called? Brother Bear, where the guy turns into a bear and his initially at the beginning of the movie, he gets the he's excited about getting his animal totem, which is decided for him by an elder, and it ends up being the bear of love. And he's like, "What?" He's like, "No, I don't want that to be it," because he doesn't like bears. But he also is just like love. But that ends up being his whole journey and lesson, and his power as well. So maybe that has significance for you too. We've got kind of a love stone here in a bear. Yeah, so let's get into it. Let's see what, right away. The Emperor. Okay. I love this bunny. He's so regal. And he's chonky a little bit. Just great. Uh and he's a little bit like grumpy. Most rabbits seem kind of grumpy, don't they? But they're not. They're just maybe a little stern. They have a lot of hard knocks because they're cute, so everyone tries to grab them. That's why they gotta try to come off as stern, right? Maybe that's something for you. Maybe you've had a lot of people try to be grabby with you, and it's made you a little stern, like that stone there. Justice, yeah. Getting some justice here for some hardships. King of Pentacles. They're all masculine energy. Holy moly here. You could be a man, or maybe this has to do with your past relationships with men or a father figure. Especially with Emperor and King of Pentacles, like definitely something there. Maybe you've got a bit of a father wound, a daddy wound. Daddy issues, as they like to say. I kind of get annoyed at that. Oh, wow. Got lots flying out. What is going on here? Got 2 and 2. Okay. You know what? Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. You just got to go with it. I just listen. Four of Swords. Two of Wands. Okay. Saying slow down because I'm going too fast. Yeah, okay. So definitely some father wounds going on. I'm hearing like a father legacy actually. So this might be a trend in your family even. Yeah, absent fathers. Hmm. Absent emotionally. What is it? Emotionally I guess it's emotionally absent fathers is what it's called, but or withholding. Yeah, withholding. I think you've had some experience with that, and that's colored your ability to connect and have relationships with others that are really deep and meaningful. Yeah, and the Justice card is about the balance coming in to fix this for you. This has gone on too long. It's an unhealed wound that's been sitting there for way too long. And now you've learned to take the time and the rest to really examine that about yourself, to really see what's going on with that issue. Like, see, why do I feel this way? Who do I want to be in this world? And can I forgive, my father and be a different person in this world, because I don't want to be like him, but I also, I don't want to hold on to the anger towards him because that will turn me into someone else I don't like. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Because the whole world is before you, right? This rabbit's got the world before him, and he's got a choice here with two wands. Does he want to take the path of unforgiveness and anger? Or does he want to see what's behind the other door and see, maybe I can learn forgiveness. Maybe I can see what kind of person I can become if I choose love instead of hate. Because forgiveness doesn't mean you have to say everything's all good and we sweep it under the rug. No, no, no. It's the opposite. We look right at the wound and we say, that was rough and it wasn't fair and it was wrong, but I'm not going to hang on to this emotion forever because it's not helping me move forward. It's not helping me in any way at all. It's just making me angrier because it's making me stew on these emotions and making me feel like I can't forgive my father. I'm going to have anger at them forever. And like, what does that resolve, honestly? Because I get it's tough. Like, our parents can, it can really screw us up, and it can fill us with a lot of like resentment because we think, well, who would I have been if I had different parents or they just had done this or that for me? Like, honestly, parents just do their best with what they're given, and honestly, our parents probably have worse parents parenting them, which is just, it's unfortunate, but life kind of goes that way. We have to progress and we have to make do with, the cards we're dealt, cards. um yeah, and maybe you need to have some forgiveness for yourself as well. Like, I'm hearing like your inner child really needs some love right now, um because they didn't get your love from the love they needed, maybe the emotional support they needed from their father, like the emotional guidance. I'm hearing like you didn't develop the right ability to connect with others because your father didn't connect with you. He didn't bother, and that left a hole in you. Made you feel unworthy, made you feel like no one wants to connect with me. Oh, and that's not true at all. Your dad was probably just, disconnected from himself, because that's what happens is when we're unable to see our own selves, like our inner child, like witness ourselves and love ourselves. We can't do that for others, and therefore we can't connect to others. And the universe sees that this has been unfair for you. It's been really hard. So you're being given a second chance. And part of that second chance is you calling in your emperor power to take charge of your life, This is kind of you. Like, this is why we were drawing attention to the anger in the bunny before, because you do have anger. Maybe you've been clinging, like this has come out in other ways. Like you've like pushed yourself really hard. Like he's made himself the emperor, and he's gathered all this, like he's got a nice rug there. He's got the mountains behind them. He's got a throne, crown, a scepter, but he's still pissed off. And that could be you. Like maybe you've like achieved a lot in life, but you're still like, why do I have this emotional like unfulfillment in me? And you're realizing it has to do with this. Maybe your father was very materialistic and he kind of taught you to chase money, and that kind of landed you in this place of, well, now I'm really dissatisfied. And you're saying flip the cards now, so okay, yeah. Because I was thinking maybe they've got a new chance to pursue something different because they're realizing that. And now we've got the Page of Pentacles. So maybe you're actually kind of learning that maybe I want something different. Maybe I can pursue something different. And if you have this Emperor energy, you can take that energy and put it into something new and pursue something new that would fulfill you in a bigger way. And this is also guidance to like listen to the natural world, right? Because animals sometimes they bring us spiritual messages just by letting us witness them. So pay attention to the animals you witness. Oh yeah, Queen of Cups. Yeah, you're learning to tune into your emotions and what fulfills you on that emotional level. Maybe you're even connecting to your mother now. Maybe the mother has passed away is what I'm hearing. So I don't know what that means exactly, if that's literal, like your mother has passed away, or if it's sort of like you can't connect with her right now. But you're finding a way to connect with her. Maybe your mom's kind of visiting you in the form of animals. Yeah, that's really beautiful. She's trying to like guide you. Like really, 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 if she had a special animal that, you think of when you see that animal and it's been coming to you lately, really pay attention to that and pay attention to what your thoughts were just before you saw it. Because that's a sign. That's like confirmation, right? Like if you had a thought like, maybe I should just quit and do this. Is that possible? And then you see like, I don't know, like a deer or a cardinal or let me think, a fox or like a little ladybug, even like insects too, right? So like anything like that sort of represents her. I think she's kind of guiding you from beyond. This is a really interesting reading. Like I just picked up the deck and a card was left, so I kind of want to flip it. 8 of Wands, yeah. Things are coming in quick, a swift change in what just listening. A swift change in what's going to happen with your job, like, or like your what's the word, your industry. So, and this is this could be to your benefit. You can use this to your benefit. Oh gosh, took a lot to get that out. Yeah, this is going to be to your benefit because it's going to give you this opportunity to switch over into something that's more suited to you. Something that if you had gotten the right emotional resources or support, the right emotional support at a young age, you would have pursued this. But because you didn't, you felt you had to go to something else, and you have regret about that. So you're being given a second chance, and your mother is really guiding you here. She's really guiding you. And if this isn't like a passed on mother, this might be like someone could also have like a father and a mother wound as well. And like you're kind of healing both in this moment. So this is tricky because I'm reading from multiple people here. um, yeah, it's interesting. So that could be for someone else that, mother's talking to you from beyond. I think that was for someone specific, but or a specific group on here. But I really do think that you're healing both those wounds, the mother and the father wound, whether that was like the loss of the mother and the absence of the father who was still there, or, there was a mother maybe that was a bit controlling and also put you on the wrong path. Maybe was, could have been emotionally withholding as well. We often get pairs of parents that both have like an issue. You know what I mean? Like one I always see is like the emotionally absent father and the narcissistic mother. That's one that often happens, and yeah, that's a really tough combo. Really give your inner child a hug if you had to go through that, because that's not fun. But it's all kind of shifting for you now. I think that, well, I want to get angels, but I gotta wait on that. Yeah, let's get Yule. I'm gonna get the Yule deck. Let's see what's going on here. See what else we can know about this, because I need some more information. Two cards. Oh my god. We talked about bear medicine. Here it is. There is no tomorrow without the healing of the past, for in stillness you shall find yourself right where you are. Yeah, bear. The bear of love. We definitely had made the right call there. And ornaments. So it is a remembrance, again, remembrance. It is a remembrance of what once was and what will be, and with what will be. A fragile beauty beaming upon thee. Very eloquently said that. So, yeah, this is going to take, dipping into the past, dipping into your memories, and seeing what comes up for you, because you can't address the wounds if you don't see them, if you're hiding them or hiding from them, I'm hearing. So I was going to say don't do that, but that's just too reductive. Don't be sad and fix your sadness. That's not quite it. What you need is gentleness towards yourself and compassion for yourself. Give yourself a bear hug. That's what I'm hearing. Because I think you've been without the kind of love that you need for a long time. And if you start to give yourself some more of that affection, and also ask for that affection, because I'm getting a strongly masculine energy from this. And but you also could be female, so don't take that as this isn't for you. I think it's just what I'm trying to say here is that if you're a guy, sometimes it's hard to ask people for love, like a hug. Don't be afraid to do that. Just ask the right person. Someone that is gonna be very huggy. Yeah, and if you don't have people like that in your life, you need to get some, because those people are so healing, and usually there are people that are willing to give you hugs. So just, take a chance. Yeah, I think you should. And if you don't have a single person that you can ask, give yourself, literally hug yourself, hold yourself like that, because that can actually send your brain the signal that it's happening, even if it's not the hug you were looking for. I think you should do that. But most importantly, heal the past. Yeah. Forgive the past, heal the past, right? And ornaments talks about, how when we take out the ornaments out of the box to decorate the tree at Christmas time, traditionally, if you're not in that tradition. You're from like another country or another culture. It's very traditional at Christmas to take out the ornaments, especially with a family, and look at them and kind of remember all the memories, because usually people collect ornaments every year. So there's always like different memories with every ornament, and then put them on the tree. Yeah, I have good memories of that. Even, and I've had a lot of family conflict before, and even despite that, I still remember that fondly. And maybe that's part of what it is remember the good times, even with the bad, can be healing. Yeah. Remember, there's good and there's dark and there's light. Maybe try to remember all the goodness that has happened. And even if there's not a single good memory, you can create new memories as well. You can be that force that creates the beauty. You can create your own ornaments as well. Maybe if there's been a loss, like maybe if you've lost a parent or even both, you can recreate that feeling of family within. Because when we give that love to ourselves, it can feel as warm as family. And I know that maybe is not satisfying for some people, but times of isolation, I've done some things that, it was just like an act of love for myself, and it felt very warm. And we can also call upon our guardian angels and all our ancestors and our spirit guides that to be with us and to hold us, and they really will. A good one for that is Mother Mary. Mother Mary really comes in for you and can give you a spiritual hug. So maybe you can resonate with her. She kind of gives that motherly warmth that we need. Yeah. Let's see here. What am I looking for? I think I want a Zodiac Moon card. Just to see. What else can we get for advice for this person? I think there's a lot of change happening with family, because with Eight of Wands, I'm feeling like this was a rapid change and you're kind of left not knowing how to deal with this. This might be dealing with grief. Whew. Heavy energy, right? Aquarius, opportunity, readiness for change. Yeah, that's why my attention got called to the Eight of Wands just before. Yeah, there can be positive things with change, even if it wasn't what we were hoping for or expecting. And 11 here, that's a manifestation number. This is an opportunity to create a new family dynamic, a new sense of home and warmth and family. That's what this healing will bring to you. If you heal the wounds of the past, it's going to be such a great opportunity for you to get what you didn't get in childhood. You're going to get what you need. You're going to get what you need. A time of celebration and success. Joy. Yeah, you're going to get joy and warmth and togetherness. Maybe that's going to come in with this new job opportunity as well, if that's what this is representing. I'm not sure if it's a job or if it's just like a new chance for showing up in the world. Yeah. A new way to be in the world. I really want to get Archetype card, actually. I think that would be really helpful here. And they're calling me to the Zodiac card on the top here. So it says indecision. Should I stay or should I go? Do you have a decision to make? I don't know. This could be something here. I'm gonna just move these guys for a sec here. That up. Gonna make some room here. It didn't really make much room, did it? going to go with this? I'm going to just put you right here. We'll just put you guys all together. Should I stay or should I go towards joy? Yeah. What's going on here? Things got really chaotic all of a sudden. Maybe you have a lot of decisions to make and it's kind of overwhelming you. Which, you know, I don't blame you. You know what? Let's just put it right here. Kind of covers up Queen of Cups, but you know what? Let's just remind ourselves that the Queen of Cups is telling us to turn ourselves towards emotional fulfillment, towards joy. Maybe that's why they got to be together. Kind of nice alignment there. All right, let's go with it. We got archetypes to check out. And the video is going to be a little long here, so we'll probably end with archetypes here. Just to see, can we get any last advice for how to move forward? Maybe what decision to make. Nothing's popping out here. Oh, there we go. The Judge. Man, this card likes to come out a lot. The Judge. Yeah, should I stay or should I go? Take a hand or say no. Put that with Gemini, Moon and Gemini, since it seems to be in the same vein. This is an opportunity. So do you want to take the offered hand or do you want to say no? That's up to you. The Bardo. Okay. The Bardo. I have to remind myself what that means. So that's a card I don't know as well. But the eye there and the skulls, you know, it does make me think about, you know, death. So maybe you've got some decisions to make around, like, ooh, I got a loud bus going by. Maybe you got a big decision to make about, like, I feel weird saying this, but like funeral decisions. Oh gosh, and then I got a big cruise ship horn. That feels like a big confirmation, so I guess I was supposed to go with it. You hear that? Wow, okay. And it's really honking. 3 big honks. Maybe it's about like letting go of the dead, you know? Like it's hard to like putting someone in the ground, putting a nail in a coffin, yeah. Putting something to rest. Whew. This is big. This is a big thing to deal with. It's not easy to let go. It's not... It feels easier when we can just avoid the problem, avoid the decisions, because then it feels like, well, if I delay, I'll have more time before the decision. And in a weird way, our brain's trying to escape making the decision altogether, but in a realistically, we're just prolonging our suffering, right? Needed a big long breath. I think you need to take a big long breath as well. Don't make a snap decision, but maybe just breathe. Get yourself to breathe through it. I think you're not breathing, I think, because it's making you freeze so much. And if this isn't about like dealing with a death, this could be about facing a wound that you've left untreated for a long time. And it's really scary to finally bring that out, to finally look at it. And because maybe this was a death that happened a long time ago and you are still grieving. You're still suffering and you don't need to. You don't need to suffer anymore because, well, I think when we've had a loss, we'll always kind of suffer a little bit, but you can make it easier on yourself. You can give yourself what you need, you know, or just acknowledge that you're suffering and treat yourself right which is like give yourself a hug or treat yourself tenderly, hold yourself tenderly, can it's a better way to go about it, right? Than just trying to muscle through it, trying to, because it comes out in other ways. We get stern, we get angry and bitter. Yeah, and oh gosh, because I'm reading about Bardo here, it says it's about the liminal realm, the life in between. So maybe you're in between two lives here. And with the judge, there's two different options, right? Decisions. Whew, you're in a liminal space. You're on the cusp of a new life. And maybe you're scared about what that means, but it says there's joy here for you. So maybe you gotta just see what's around the corner. Yeah, see your relationships through a cosmic and timeless lens. See it from a bigger picture. And Bardo is about receiving messages from those who are no longer with us. So that's extra confirmation for me. Whoever this is that's dealing with a death, with someone who's gone from their lives and maybe is communicating to them. Maybe they're sending a lot of messages here, right? They're flying at you. And you don't know what to do with that. Yeah. It says there is potential to forgive the unforgivable, to say the unsaid, to see the unseen, to love the unloved, and to let go of all the things that cause us pain. That encompasses this whole reading, right? I think this death, whatever this loss has been, it's brought up all these wounds that you didn't realize you had, or maybe you did, but you just pushed them all down, and now it's all coming up, because how could it not? When these things happen, it brings all of that out of us, right? We sometimes we can feel like we're in a space of like unrealness, like we're not real anymore because nothing feels real. But I implore you to go into that with an open heart and to embrace that the universe will take care of you no matter what happens in the future. And that person that's left you, they're on the other side, and they're always going to be with you, even if they're gone now. Like, they'll be there. They'll be there when you eventually pass, but they'll be with you on your whole life journey as well. So, you'll never be alone. They'll always be with you. And if this is a mother, like, I understand that could be like a really deep loss, because the mother is like the core of the family, right? But you have a powerful spiritual ally with you, because a mother will protect you, and if there's wounds with that mother as well that you feel can't ever be healed now because they're gone, you can still heal them. You're still here, and you're still journeying, and you're still working on yourself. You're still going forward. No matter what any other family member, past or present, no matter what they do, it only matters what you do, right? How you decide to live your life, how you decide to move forward, how you decide you want to show up in the world. And that's all that matters. That's all that matters. So take it one step at a time. Breathe deeply. And just get through every hour, go 1 hour at a time and decide what you're going to do. Even if that's nothing, even if that's just, I'm going to hold myself, or I'm going to think about things. But just take it like baby steps, one step at a time. Because someday you'll arrive at a place where those wounds, they don't hurt as much as they did in the past. You'll be surprised where you end up if you just take one step at a time. Was it the journey of 1,000 steps begins with one, right? The journey of the mountain. You can climb a mountain even if you take one step a day, because time's on your side. So take this new opportunity for seeing a new side of this yourself, seeing the strength that you can have in facing this. And you will get to a new normal. You will get to a new time in your life where you can feel that warmth again. You can feel that love again. And even if this isn't someone that's experiencing a death or experienced a death that's still with them, like about grief, this is still about a healing journey. This is still about someone who needs to heal some deep wounds in the past. Yeah. So just keep going forward. For you. Move forward for you. And I promise you there will be joy again. You'll find joy again. All right? Yeah. You know what? Even though the reading's going a little longer, I think we kind of need an angel card. Yeah, I guess we got back to the angel cards eventually. I'm sorry if this reading's been tough. But, you know, someone needed to hear it here. You know what to do, yeah. You know how to move forward. You know what is before you and what challenges you need to do. And maybe that's also reassurance that maybe with the decisions you're feeling insecure about your choices, but it's telling you that you actually know the right decisions. You're just hesitating to make them because you're having a lack of confidence in them. But you have to believe in yourself. Oh, clairaudience. And that landed over like the 8 of Wands and the Queen of Wands. So listen to the other side. Notice the love and guidance you hear inside your mind or from other people. And those other people could be passed on loved ones. They could be, you know, your higher self telling you how to move forward. Because there's part of us that's in the future that is trying to help our past selves get to where they need to go. I even saw an article today that was like, oh, the mind can time travel. And I was like, spiritual people knew that. You know, they knew it all along. And it's true. We do time travel in our minds. And I also think in our dreams as well. The dream space is a very, very strange space. But yeah, you can time travel. But also there's a future us that's helping us now, right? And we do that even in the present now, because when we go back to that inner child, that's us in the past. And when we hug them, we're hugging us in the past. And that's what helped us get through those hard times. It was us in the future holding us tenderly, right? So hold yourself tenderly and love yourself. I'm really getting that strongly, to hug yourself and love yourself. So, you know, because you've been through a lot. And the guidance is all around you. So just take the space and listen. If you feel overwhelmed, breathe and listen. Because the messages are in nature. They're in your mind and your aura and in your future. And they're all coming to help you. You know, in the other realms and the other side, time isn't there in the same way it is here. So they can operate on all levels, past, present, future. Yeah, so. All right. Well, I'm not hearing anymore, so I think that's the end of the reading. Oh, okay. One more? I guess one tarot card here wants to come. They said just one. But I got two. What's that about? Is it just one? 10 of Cups. Yeah, thrive. You can thrive again. And Prince of Wands. Whoa. Envisioner. You can envision a new future for yourself. And you can bring it forth. And like, I often think about this as like the other side as well, because you have all these cups with angel wings. So maybe envision, you know, yourself going to that higher state of being, of love, so that can help you get to that place you want to go, because the prince is a knight. He's on a chariot ride, getting there with his spiritual fire. He's pulled by the lion. Maybe you like lions because, like, you got Sun and Leo for joy here, right? It's like that Leo energy is pulling you forward. Maybe you're a Leo, or maybe that person that is important to you is a Leo. But you can get there. You can get to the Ten of Cups, to that energy of thriving. Gosh, I feel like this is almost like you and the people around you. Maybe you got to bring your family together. Bring them to that higher vibration, to that higher state. Bring them further on their life journey. Because eventually they'll end up here, right? Where everyone will be together again. You can do this. You can be the leader, the chariot rider. You can ride the chariot to your destiny. Yeah. Man, this was such an intense but beautiful reading. It was really beautiful. I know it might have been tough to get through, but, you know, I think you're a really powerful person. Some of the toughest people I know have been through the worst emotional wounds, so know that you are very powerful, like the fire lion. And you wield a spiritual energy that's going to bring everything together. Bring yourself to your destiny. Yeah. Okay, I think that's the end of the reading now. It went a little further than I was expecting, but, you know, I think you needed to hear it. I think you need a little extra encouragement. I think you can do what needs to be done. So know that you are looked after and you are loved from the other side and beyond. And they're very proud of you. Very proud. So take that with you and go forward and feel joy. Live a life of joy for those that have come before us. Because that's all they want for us, right? They just want us to be happy and loved and to be loving, right? It's all you have to do. Just feel the love and feel the joy. Okay. I hope this reading was helpful. And if you want, you can subscribe to see more, like the video, and leave a comment if you'd like to share your story, but don't feel that you have to if it's too tough, because I know this was a lot. So, you know, if it helped you in any way, that's enough. I'll feel very satisfied to help deliver the message. And yeah, take care of yourself. Give yourself a hug. All right. See ya.